Are you looking for a sense of community? Top-rated schools, parks, walking trails, strip views? Well, I want to introduce you to one of the most unsung master plan communities in Henderson. Welcome to Seven Hills. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Seven Hills, the series, part two, and part two of the gated communities, because there are seriously so many I had to break it up. Today, we're going to be talking about Naples, Palermo West, and Villagio. So if that sounds good to you, stick with me. Let's get into the video. So here's how we're going to do this today. We're going to touch on the lifestyle vibe of each community, quick market snapshot, what's active, what's pending, what's sold, and my takeaways, what to watch for if you're buying or selling in any of these communities. And a quick note, all the stats that I'm sharing are my recent CMA comparative market analysis. So with that being said, it can change. Real estate changes day by day. But let's go. First off, Naples. Let's start with Naples. If you want that Seven Hills feel, clean streets, gated privacy, and a neighborhood that just feels established, Naples is a great option. It's the kind of community that tends to attract buyers who want more of a settled, simple, and just a straightforward vibe. So Naples is a mixed community between single-story and two-story homes ranging from around 1,200 square feet to 2,200 square feet, just over 2,200 square feet. Now, there's only one active listing right now in the community that is for sale, and that is that 2,225 square foot model that is listed for $630,000, and that's it. The other properties have sold recently, and that is within the last 6 months. One of them was a single story, that 1,224 square foot model, and it sold for $524,900. And the only other sold recently was that 2,225 square foot home, two-story, mind you, and that sold for $589,000. Do you want to see what a property in Naples looks like? Let's take a look. So welcome to 3133 Shadow Dusk Avenue, obviously located in the Naples community. This home is listed for $630,000. It's a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,225 square foot home with a pool. This home also has a bedroom on the first level with a 3/4 bathroom, and it has a small loft upstairs. As you can see, this is an example of a home in Seven Hills that looks like has been loved by its seller. It seems as though it looks like, nice paint, nice flooring. Oh, I love that catwalk. That's great. But that's another thing that you can take advantage of in this community, in all of Seven Hills, because a lot of homeowners have not updated their home. So obviously this one is priced at a premium compared to the one that just sold recently for $589,000. That was the same exact model. And it had a pool and a spa. This one just has a pool. What's also great about this one is it backs up to nothing. Look at that, guys. Look at that. That's another thing that's great about Seven Hills. Some of these homes, depending on where they are positioned in the neighborhoods, back up to nothing, or back up to nobody, or back up to mountain views, back up to strip views. You never know what you're going to get in Seven Hills, and that's the beauty of it. So my takeaway for this community would be there's opportunity here. And there's opportunity, actually, let's take it back, in all of Seven Hills. Because what a lot of people don't realize in Seven Hills is a lot of these homes, Seven Hills was built in 2000s, like late 1990s, literally 2000s. And a lot of people actually have not updated their homes. That's why if you're looking in Seven Hills, there's such a spread, because some people have taken opportunity and updated their homes and are really capitalizing on the extra value that they're earning from their investment. And others, and don't get me wrong with this, it is okay to live in a home how you got it, as long as it's taken care of, because, y'all know, just saying. But yeah, there's definitely an opportunity out here, and this is the opportunity that I am definitely seeing within this Naples community. Next up, we have Palermo West. This pocket is great if you want gated Seven Hills living, but you're also watching value, layout, and overall, vibe. It can be a sweet spot for buyers who want the Seven Hills name and lifestyle without jumping into the $1 million range. Palermo West is another mixed community between single stories and two stories. Single stories starting around just over 1,200 square feet, and single stories, or I'm sorry, two stories going for about a little, just slightly over 2,000 square feet in square footage. There's only one active sale right now, and that is a 1,612 square foot single story, and it is listed for $549,900. There's one that is under contract that is 1,612 square feet for $475, and recently sold that 1612 model again for $488, and the 2024 square foot model sold for $520,000. That is what I'm saying, my people. There's opportunity here. That spread, 488 to what I say, 520, whatever I said, that is the difference between, putting money in and investing into a property just to get a little bit more of a return on your investment. I'm telling you, opportunity. Do you want to see what a property in Palermo West looks like? Let's take a look. So here we are. Welcome to 1517 Silver Sunset Drive. Obviously, this is in the Palermo West community. This home is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home, 1,612 square feet, listed for $549,900. Now, as we go through the photos, you can tell that this home looks as though the owner has put in some love. It looks like the paint has been updated. It looks like the appliances are in good condition. I mean, we don't know if they work or not, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. The flooring looks updated all throughout the house. They did a good job. But this is another example of an opportunity in this community that I'm telling you about. There are 2 other model matches that were on the market. One of them's under contract at $475, no pool. This one does have a pool. And the other one sold with no pool at $488,000. Now, the one that sold for $488,000, in my opinion, looks kind of similar to this one, but it doesn't have a pool. The colors were a little bit darker. I don't know. I'm just comparing the two for pricing, and there's definitely opportunity in pricing. 630 or 550 for this one seems kind of high, especially since the other one just sold for 48. But that's my opinion. Seven Hills holds its value in its name itself. So I'm interested to see what this one does. My takeaway, Palermo West is giving us a really important message. Buyers are still buying, but they're paying attention. With the medium days on the market around 61 days, you can't just throw it on the market and hope. If you're selling your best friend, I'm telling you, it's a clean strategy, pricing, condition, and marketing that makes the home feel like the obvious choice. If you're buying, this can be a pocket where you may have room to negotiate depending on the home and how long it's been sitting. Now let's talk Villagio. This is where Seven Hills start to feel more estates in terms of home size, presence, and overall experience. If you want bigger square footage, entertaining space, and that elevated gated community feel, Villagio is one you're going to keep on the radar. So Villagio is another mixed community between single stories and 2-story properties. The square footage range very, very vast. It's very wide. Single stories, you're looking at anywhere between 2,200 square feet to just under 2,600 square feet. And those 2 stories, they go all the way up to just shy of 4,200 square feet. So within Villagio, there are only 2 active sales and 3 recently sold sales, and that's within the last 6 months. We have, for $950,000, a 2-story that's 4,039 square feet. We also have a 2-story for $1.3 million, and it's around, 3,919 square feet. Recently sold, there is a 2-story that recently sold. It was 3,474 square feet, and it sold for $725,000. That's a steal. I can already tell you that's a steal. I don't even have to look at it to know. There's another one that recently sold for $1.125, and that was 3,900 square feet. And another one that sold for $1.5 million, and that one was 4,042 square feet. Do you want to see what Villagio looks like? Let's take a look. All right, guys, we are at 1392 Via Marano Street. This house is a 4-bedroom, 4-bath, 3-car garage, pool, and spa, 2-story home listed for $1.3 million. As you can see, looking at the photos, it looks like it's a flip, but it is not a flip, you guys. The owners purchased this home in 2023, and the only thing that I can tell that they changed is they repainted and changed out the carpet in some of the rooms. And this is a great example because listed at 1.3, there's a home right now that is listed for $950,000 and it is larger. It is just outdated. There is one that just sold that is smaller, more similar to square footage of this one, sold for 1.125. So let's do some math. Like at $950, I guarantee you could probably negotiate some, put some upgrades in, and you guys know where I'm going with this, but there is opportunity in this area in all price points. You don't even have to necessarily sell the home. You can get it at a great price, do upgrades at your own leisure, and live in a beautiful home that you got for a great price. My takeaway. Villagio was interesting because it shows two things at once. Homes can move fast. Some of the days on the market for some of these properties were only 8 to 22 days, and that was for the higher end properties. The sale to list medium is around 97.46%, which tells us the buyers are even negotiating on these prices. So here's some quick points. If you're selling in Villagio, it's about presentation and positioning. Professional photos, strong first impression, and pricing that matches the current buyer mood. If you're buying, you want to move decisively on the right home, but you can also want to negotiate smart. How to choose the right gate for you? Well, simplest way is right here. Naples, a steady pace and a strong sale to list in this snapshot. It's great for buyers who want a clean, confident move. Palermo West. Value focused gated living, but expect a longer timeline because strategies kind of matter. Villagio, larger homes and a more elevated feel. Fast movers exist, but negotiation is real. You like that. You like that. And remember, within the same gated community, 2 homes can perform totally differently based on condition, upgrades, and pricing. If you want my help narrowing down which Seven Hills gated community fits your lifestyle and budget, actually, you know what? My contact information is in the description. I can also run a custom up-to-the-minute CMA for you market analysis of the exact home or the exact model that you're trying to buy. If this was helpful, like, subscribe, and comment Seven Hills and tell me which community you want me to cover next. Actually, I already got it. I'm already ready for y'all. Once again, I just want you to know that the information that I did share today is based on literally today's information. Real estate changes minute by minute, hour by hour, second by second, whatever it is. And so I'm giving you today's information. So don't shoot the messenger. Well, again, thank you all for joining me. And until next time, peace.